going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are here with a big video, big collab. You know what I'm saying? Normally, we're here, me and Troopz on a Friday. But me and Steve were meant to do a preview this week outside Old Trafford. I had a lot going on, so I was like, you know what? Why don't we just shout Steve to the show and cause more chaos? You know what I'm there than it isn't already. But big up to you. Man like Steve's in the building joining us. Steve, how are you, my bro?
I'm good. Just telling the truth, we couldn't get near Old Trafford. There was too many rent-a-kill vans there for the pest control, so we couldn't get near it. So we just fucking decided we'd come and do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Listen, man. Old Trafford, I don't know, man. The leaks still leaking right now. It's crazy, man. But big up Steve for joining us. And obviously, man like Troopz is in the building. Troopz, what are you telling me?
I'm just here to watch the madness commence, blood. You understand? Like, yeah. I'm just here to watch you two. You know what I mean? I've got the best seat in the house, blood. You understand? So let the games begin, blood.
Listen, I don't know, man. You still got a lot to fight for this season and whatnot. But you know what? I was watching the Premier League last night, lads, and now I'm a bit bored, you know, man. Like the game, I was looking at the season, I was like, bro, is this like, I'm not saying it's the worst season ever, but like, do you feel like it's kind of filtering out right now? Because I feel like for me, it's like top 4 race is a bit boring. Relegation is confirmed, and the title race is done. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I just feel like it's a bit flat, man.
Top 4 race is kind of popping off. I can't lie. Like top 4 race is probably where the most action is because it's so pack up there, and like everyone's like dropping points. So you can't like pick one team that's gonna go out there and do it, blood. Like the Chelsea result last night, that put another spanner in the works. Villa going to Brighton because Brighton could have gone 4th if they won, but then Villa winning, that's put them bang back in the middle of the top 4 race, blood. So I think the only thing really going on right now is the top 4 race. I think everything else is dead. You understand? Like top 4 race, and can Man United get to the top half of the table, blood? You get me?
You know what? You're right. You know, the thing for me is like I'm seeing teams in there, like obviously Man City are down there. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal.
Listen, Man City are down there, you know. Hey, Steve, don't have that, blood.
No, I'm just saying.
Man of 4 teams saying you're down there, blood.
I know. I'm taking it as a compliment.
I say, swap this, blood, because you should be. Put Steve. You should be. Yeah, there we go. Swap me now.
Yeah,
swap me. I'm the highest. So
you're highest. Yeah. Well, you're staying level, bro. He's trying to say you're
there we go. Now we can commence.
Yeah, but it's crazy though, man. Like obviously. City are in obviously where they're 5th now, isn't it, Steve? Isn't it 5th?
Yeah. Listen, we know our seasons. We know our season's not been where it should be, but that we got a bit of credit in the bank. You know what I mean? We got 4 titles in a row, so there was always going to be some sort of drop off. But the drop off is not as it's if we can get top 4 and win an FA Cup, that's most people's fucking dream season. But to us, it's a bad season now. So. It's not the end of the world, but we've not been nowhere near good enough. I'd like to have been in the title race, even if we were just fighting it out to the last couple of weeks. I'd have loved that, but we're just not ready for it. I said that literally with 8 games gone in the first 8 games when City hadn't lost. I said on the Big 6 we was not the same team, and everyone was going, "You're not lost a game." But you just know your own team, innit? You know what I mean? You know in your head if you think you can do it. And I just thought we're not going to do it this year. And we've done well, to be honest, to stay in and around because what was it? 1 win in 11 at one point. So it was doom and gloom. But at the end of the day, we know where we are. We've got a massive summer rebuild to go and stuff. But we've just got to get that top 4. And listen, if we can win the FA Cup as well, I'll be made up.
Yeah. You know what? It's crazy. Like obviously, it's one of them where when you win 4 in a row, like as much as you want to banter City, it's like that man I won 4 in a row. Do you know what I mean? When I'm in the ends here, obviously my little brothers and that, and like we're having a little bit of a laugh and that, and I'm laughing at them. I'm like, yo, you man lost. But then I'm like, yo, man won 4 in a row. It's crazy because the chest I would have had back in the day, you know what I mean, when we were winning titles, I would have been like, yo,
we've been in the FA Cup semi-final for the last 7 years on the trot as well.
Yeah.
It's mental. Like, so we're not. Some people say, how can you moan because of what you've seen? Well, that's not really the case. You know, if you've got a certain level in your football club, you are entitled, if it drops off, to moan. You know what I mean?
Bro.
If you've got to have your standards there. This is what I called United out for many a year on the standards, because I grew up watching Man United at a certain standard. So I know how I would feel now as a United fan. And it is what it is. But like you say, this season's been mad. And I think the financial fair play rules and the PSR rules have ruined the league. And the way I say that is because we used to have transfer deadline days where we'd be blagging a day off work or school, and you'd be sat there thinking, fucking hell, anything could happen. Now you go into a deadline day and saying, well, Arsenal can't spend out because they're not allowed. Villa can't. Newcastle can't. The only ones that can spend out is Brighton and someone else. And then you're thinking it's fucking shit. And it's like, it's just crap. And football clubs now are getting the turnover price. This is part of the protest we did, is because everything's so expensive. It's getting daft. And like you say, it's just wrong, man. It's wrong. When I grew up, you knew who the teams were wealthy. You know, they're a wealthy team. They're a wealthy team. They're a wealthy team. If they're bringing in quality players, it boosts the league, man. You look at, you know what? This is what I knew this league's fucking turd. I went on my fantasy football this morning and Haaland's injured, He's injured. So I took him out. I couldn't fucking find a replacement. I already had Isaac in there. He's got a knock.
I was going to say,
I'm looking at Mateta at Crystal Palace and shit, and I'm thinking, years ago, you'd have Zola, fucking Bergkamp, Thierry Henry. You'd be going down the league, the teams thinking, we've got loads of strikers. Now it just looks fucking terrible.
You know what I've got Isak, and then I put Mamouche in there because he's going to be the one that's going to be scoring the goals. So I put Isak and Mamouche. But yeah, you're right. Like, it's not a lot, man. It's not a lot.
Imagine putting Mamouche in his team when we're playing his team this week.
No, he's going to come out. He's going to come out. Are you mad? He's coming out. You know what I mean? Like,
put Højlund in there. Put Højlund in there.
Mate, are you crazy, bro? I'd rather put myself in there, bro. You're mad about Højlund, bro.
You
like
probably score more goals than him.
You better put Maguire up top, blood.
Bro, Maguire, do you see the movement? Do you see the video, by the way, online?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it, bro. I was like,
you know what? Back in the day, Steve will remember, that was a big move. Like 5 minutes to go, you'll throw your strike, you'll throw your center back forward. That was an old school move, like, you understand? So Amorim took it back, blood. He rolled back the ears.
Bro, when I seen that, I was like, you know what, man? Like, man's actually like moving around. And I'm like, I see Højlund there, and I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Are you all right? Like, can you get in the box and start doing something, man? And we could have nicked it in the end, man. It's crazy, but I think Forrest...
it was used to always be that, didn't it? In football, you need a goal. Yeah. Everyone get forward and go for it. You might get caught in a counter attack and you're buried, but at least you've had a goal. Yeah. And the amount of time Wimbledon and shit back in the day, John Fashanu and Robbie Earle and that, they would put it on you in the last 10 like an aerial bombardment, mate. I'm telling you now, and you were fucked, mate. John Fashanu's elbowing people in the face and fracturing cheekbones, and then Wimbledon were getting results, man. But like I say, now it's all very pretty and shit.
That man like Ben Thatcher, your boy, blood. You understand, Big Steve?
Yeah, and the elbow on Mendes, remember that?
Yeah, man like Ben Thatcher, blood, tried to take out Pedro. Mad thing.
It was that was bad.
They sent him, bro. That was boy. And then they done it, and then it happened again. Yeah. Someone else took him out at the Portsmouth game out there. That was crazy.
Nah, that's crazy, man. But what are you saying, Troopz, about Man City? Do you think they'll be all right next season? Do you think there's a lot to do there? What are you saying about Man City, bro?
Man City and Man City, blood. You understand? Like, they needed to address the forward line issues in January. They went out and did that. Got in Mamouche. You understand? When they need to address things, they address it, innit? You get me?
Yeah.
Like, with the way that they capitulated this season, you know that Pep's coming back with vengeance next year, blood. You understand? You know that you get me? He's going to be gunning for that Premier League title, blood. No pun intended. You get me? So I think City will be fine next year. You know they'll go out and make their moves. And get me? I think the league will, respect to Forest and that, but I don't think Forest are going to repeat what they done this year, blood. You get me? We always see that team where they have a good one season and then they drop off to maybe mid-table, blood. I can see Forest maybe dropping into the Europa League, Conference League, that kind of area. And then City will be there next year, bro. City will be competing on all fronts. City will be a big threat next year. You can't put down City, blood, because
no, you can't.
What they've done in the last 10, 15 years, you have to respect it, unfortunately.
No, I think that Viana guy will want to make a big statement this summer. And I think it's not going to be one of them where the drop off, like, you know, with United and all that, the drop off's crazy. I think with Man City, it's still fresh, and I think still there's an element to win. You know what I mean? And obviously the fans won't let that go. You know what I'm saying? So I still think they'll be there, man. A lot of people have put them down, but even if you want to, they're not going to go away, man. They're still going to be in the title races. Whether they win it or not is a different question, but they'll still be in and around there. But I do believe they need to, you know, replace the big guns. Like
I still have City as favourites at this moment in time.
Yeah,
I think it's Liverpool winning the transfer window next season. I think a lot's going to happen if Liverpool lose Mo.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I kind of edge to you, blood.
Yeah.
But I don't think Arsenal are a million miles away. I know every year we keep saying, "Oh, Arsenal just need this," and Arsenal just need this, and it feels like every year they just need something. But I actually look at them and I feel like this season was the one that got away. Of all the seasons, they needed to be. They needed to be there, you know what I mean? Thereabouts.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I don't know. It's the striker situation, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Are we going to go out and address it? Like, are we going to get Gyökeres, bro? You understand that? I'm seeing Arsenal fans turn up their nose to Gyökeres, bro. These man make me sick.
What?
Man.
Are you mad?
There's man actually making videos about why Gyökeres shouldn't be signed, bruv. And then these same fucking idiots, these same dunces,
crazy.
Fuck of the class, they had the dunce check, them man, their blood, are the same fuckers that were fucking championing the Kai Havertz still blood. These man deserve to burn in the pits of hell, blood.
When you look at Arsenal, right? When you look at Arsenal, you look at the keeper. He's a champion. In my opinion, you can see him winning the league. He's a great keeper. You look at the back four, Skelly, Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White at right back. You think that's a good defence. You look in midfield, you Declan Rice, Odegaard, Partey, etc. You think, yeah. And then you look at the attack, and then you think Martinelli, okay, Saka, and then it's Havertz. It's just like, what? Where's he came from out of that? And then that's where you think if they had an Isak or like you say, Gyökeres. I mean, I've got my own opinions of Gyökeres I've watched myself, and I don't think he's as good as they think he is, but he's better than what you've got. So I feel like you have to play to his strengths there. But it's just everything seems to look right for Arsenal. But I feel that Arsenal don't cope well under pressure at the end. And we've seen it when they've had them run-ins against City, they're throwing stupid results away. And I'm very, very interested to see what goes on in this Real Madrid game. Because I know what the pressure of that Bernabeu stadium is. So I could see Arsenal maybe beating Real Madrid here. But I'm being totally honest. If Arsenal beat Real Madrid here 2-0, 3-0, I'm still backing Real Madrid in Spain.
No, of course. But I don't think for me, that Gabriel injury was confirmed.
Yeah, that was a shit one.
I think he's unbelievable.
When Saka came back, I thought, cool. You understand? Like when I saw
exactly.
Within 15 minutes, the hope just left.
You see why the injuries are coming now, right? Because this is what you got.
They ain't signed no one. Blood, I actually went looking how many games Gabriel has played, in the last 3 years, and he's played about 167 games, 100 and I think it was 170 something club and country. Club 160 something, and he starts every game, and he plays 90 minutes in every fucking game. He missed. Up until this season, he played 30 games this season, up until the injury. Last year, he only missed 2 games. The season before, he missed 0 games, blood. This man is constantly playing at a high level, blood, high intensity. All of that work on him, blood. You understand? He's going to break down, bro. You get me? You look at Saka. Why did Saka break down for so long? Because it's the amount of minutes these players are playing, blood. You understand? There's no, Arteta don't know about rotation, blood.
Yeah.
Rodri, man. Fucking Rodri played some 79 games on the trot. Didn't lose. And then he's out for the season.
But let me ask you a question, though. Back in the day, listen, how much it used to be 3 weeks? Since when did it become surgery and flipping out for the season, man? I don't know.
The game wasn't as intense as it was as it is now, innit? You understand? The game's
a bit more robust, though. It was more robust.
It was more physical, but now it's more fitness, blood. You get me?
Yeah.
If you look at the level back in the day, it was only really the top clubs that had fit players that could go for 90 minutes. When you look down, like it would only be like Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United that would have players that could, all right, cool, 90th minute, they can make the difference. The other teams, it was like, you'll see man dropping off from 60 minutes, bro.
Yeah, but nowadays, this is an important thing as well, yeah? But back in the day, centre-halves, there was a centre-half. The ball come, he cleared it. Now the centre-halves walking, running into midfield, overlapping, getting on the edge of the box. That years ago, I used to play centre-half. The reason I played centre-half, because you used to get a breather. You get a breather, mate. I used to sit back there and think, yeah, you crack on up there. I'm just chilling out here. Now, I'd be asked to be getting on the edge of the box, getting in there half. So they're doing more work. You know, fullbacks used to be the ones up and down the line. Now they're going in the midfield, tucking in and all that. And it's just, I think the game's changed a lot, man. But there's a lot of injuries. The boots are shit now. The fucking boots are made of paper.
Someone stands on like that big.
Yeah. Someone stands on the foot in a corner, mate. Your foot, you broke your toe.
He plays football. His shin pads are like that big, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, nah, dad, don't worry, man. Like, no one slides. I'm like, like this, brother. I had to wear shin pads to cover my whole fucking shin, bro. Like, Steve, you remember with the ones that had the little ankle protection on it as well? You used to put your foot over it and had the little ankle bubble, the little bubble thing on the ankle. So even if you're nowadays, bro, man are going in with this blood.
Nowadays, they can't even wear socks because they're too tight and they cut the socks open.
He wears grip socks. He wears grip socks, He wears grip socks, and then his actual football team, he's cut the socks out.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the foot part.
Yeah, they cut the foot part out.
So he just pull it on his leg. Then he's got, because the boot's too tight, bruv. There's so much shit these men are doing, bruv.
Yeah. No, it's a joke, man. But the thing is, though, apparently it makes them feel more comfortable when they're running. They feel like there's less weight on their legs, so they can glide across. But bro,
it's tough shit, mate. Look at the best players in the world, mate. They have the proper shinies on, the proper fucking boots, no bullshit. If you used to turn up at my school with like red boots on or orange boots, mate, people will rip you apart, mate. It was an all boys school, mate. Yeah, we ain't playing in them, mate. Or if I'm centre back and I see someone in sky blue boots, I'm going through him because he's a knob. Straight away, I know he's a knobhead. I'm having him, and that's why we used to say to our lads, black boots, man. Fucking black boots, no bullshit.
Yeah. But you know what, though? With Kivio, though, I don't know, man. I think it's a long game, man. Kivio, man. I'll be honest with you. Listen, Ben White, is Ben White fit, though, isn't it? Ben White could maybe... Nah, easier. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's long, man. It's long. I actually was like, you know what? Let's see what Arsenal could do, because I'm tired of Real Madrid winning it every year, bro, if I'm honest. I was like, you know what? Let me see what Arsenal could do. And then now, Gabriel, I'm like, it's too one-sided now, even with the addition of Saka. So... you just got to pray, man. Do something at the Emirates, and then maybe say, you know what? We'll go to the Bernabeu with some hope. You pray and hope. There's been teams, bro. Don't get me wrong. Leganes have scored. Real Sociedad have scored 4 the other night.
Yeah.
Some teams that have scored Troopz, but when
teams will score against Barcelona. What's your point?
No, I'm saying though, it's like they're gettable, but the problem is though, when it's time to rise, they find a way. And
it don't matter. They're gettable, but I mean, they're going to score more. So it don't really matter how many they concede.
Yeah. So, unlucky, man. It's one of them, man. You go against the best in the world, and that's what it is, man. You know what I mean? But what we're saying, though, man, let me ask you a question, Steve, man. Is this like the worst Manchester derby, like, hype? Because I can't lie, man. There's no really hype, man. Like, I don't
just feel
we're shit, and you know
what
I mean?
It feels a bit flat. Like, it does feel flat. It's like, it's a derby. It'll ramp up. We owe you one, because I've told you that fucking result this season when you were fucking terrible and we were shit. We were winning 1-0, and I thought, we just beat them 1-0. It's done. And then we got beat 2-1, and I was fucking fuming, man, fuming. So I'm thinking we owe you one there, and the players need to be like, you know, they need to turn up, and we need to get the result at Old Trafford. But it's just, it's a bit flat. I watched the United game the other night, and I didn't think United played that bad, to be honest.
I know, but the problem is, though,
there's no strike force, mate. It's just dead.
Bro, you know what it was, It was the fact that Nottingham Forest, you know what you're going to get with Nottingham Forest. They sit in a low block and they hit you on a counter. But now, when you've got players like Garnacho and that, you know what I mean? Like, and this is why I singled him out mostly, because I feel like we he's been put on this pedestal and that. He thinks he's Ronaldo.
He just keeps shooting, mate. He just keeps shooting from like fucking miles away.
I think he had like 7 shots and none on target, bro. And the way he walks around, he struts around and that. Like, don't get me wrong, there's players in that team that are not good enough. Like, most of them not good enough. But it's the arrogance for me, man, which I don't like. Like, don't think you're this superstar. You've not made it yet.
Yeah, but you boys are put in there, mate, with a Viva Ganacho, all that shit, mate. And when he was sat, remember when him, Mainu, and fucking Hoyland sat on that advertising order like they'd just won the World Cup, and everyone was like, the future's bright, and that. It was like, no, that is fucking dog shit, mate. Get off the advertising order before you get a slap. Because it's fucking bad. You can't be rocking in 13th and 12th and trying to sit on advertising orders like it's FIFA. You know what I mean? But you guys are put in there, man.
That's what I said. I said, you know what it was for me? You know what it is? I used to back him because I was like, you know what? Leave the kid alone, man. You lot are too harsh on him, man. I was one that was in the group chats defending him because me and Rance used to disagree. I'm like, yo, just give the kid time, man. But then when I started to see the attitude and started to see the arrogance, him thinking he's better than the others, not passing to anyone. You know, when you start to see them sort of like traits in a player, you actually dislike it. And you're like, yo, I'm not really associated with this. I don't like this, and I have to call it out. But the amount of messages I've got here on TikTok, mate, it's been crazy. The Garnacho fanboys have been absolutely killing me. They were like, give him time. How dare you talk about a youngster like that? Look at Ronaldo when he was that age. He wasn't that great. I said, are you kidding me? I've had to normally I don't reply to them, you know. I had to reply to DMs. I said, how dare you, talk about Ronaldo and Garnacho. Ronaldo was in the Emirates shushing the Highbury. He was there saying to Henri, get off my hand. Let's be honest. You know, so Ronaldo was killing teams at that age, having battles with Ashley Cole, you know? So don't you dare put him on the same level as Ronaldo, bro. You know, and it's not going to be, just because he grew up watching Ronaldo, doesn't mean he's going to be Ronaldo. There's so many players that want to be like Ronaldo. They can't be. He's one of the best ever. So we put him on that high pedestal, and that's down to us as United fans. But now you've got to bring him back to this level. And for me, I'd sell him in the summer, me. I don't know if we missed the boat now because Chelsea wanted him. Now I don't know if he's missed the boat, but he's got to go for me. But then there's so many others, Hoyland, whatever, like, it's not good enough. And we're 13th. We lose to Man City. I think for me, a lot of fans will be like, what the flip, man? That's not great. You've got to go there and put in a performance against Man City. We did it last time. Do it again. And somewhat, to be honest with you, the only reason why I'm slightly feeling a bit positive about the game on the weekend is that you will give us space, Steve. Whereas I think with Nottingham Forest and that, they won't give us space. So I think that space there might help us a little bit. But then I'm like, with Mamouche, I feel like you're going to be a bit more fluid and you're going to do a lot more damage than... I'm not saying Haaland's going to be... He's not great, but Haaland's sometimes a bit stationary. You don't have runners off him. You don't have the fluidity. With Mamouche, I feel like he run over there, he over there, and then there'll be space for midfielders or whoever to get in their pockets. So it's one of them, man. I don't know where it's going to go, you know, this game. I really, really don't know what the outcome of this game is. I genuinely don't know. It could be anything. Could be
that's how I feel. I don't know. I just feel like we got to turn up. The Mamouche, Doku, Savino front three is a bit wild.
Yeah.
It's the midfield for me, though. You know, I think Bruno, we just can't give Bruno space. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's the best player for me. And we concede a lot, but he's doing this new Josko Vardiol, Ruben Diaz centre-back partnership now. And he's got Nico O'Reilly at left-back and Nunes at right-back. Or maybe Cousinov might be right-back. But the partnership, Diaz and Guardiola, for me, looks quite strong. You know, I feel like that's... I can't, but I just don't know. Like you said, Kevin De Bruyne, Foden, Bernardo was all rested against Leicester. Cousinov rested. So I'm thinking he's going to end up playing that. But we'll see. I'd definitely play Doku because I feel like Doku can get a lot of joy there, me. Yeah.
Troopz, what are you saying? Like, how do you think it could go? Because obviously, you know, City, you can say City is City, but they've been vulnerable, man. They've been vulnerable here and there with their defense, man. But then again, United are where they are for a reason, though. So, how you see it, bro?
Probably a stinky draw.
One of them ones.
Because you lot will be too scared to lose, so I can't really see you lot attacking them.
You don't know if United are thinking, no pressure, let's just fucking go for it. I think the United fans would rather United go for it,
Oh, 100%. Rather than sitting back and then allowing City to dictate.
I think you lot will be shocked, blood.
I don't know, the thing is right with Troopz here. When there's space available, like these guys, they love transition football. As bad as Garnacho is and that, they've caused City problems in the past with Kyle Walker and that. And you think it's City and got this. All of a sudden, Garnacho's on the break. All these players are on the break. And it's like, bloody hell. But the thing is for me is that I don't know where we're getting the goals from. And that's my concern for me. Like, if Hoyland
there's no Ahmad.
Yeah, the X factor's not there. Yeah, you're right. Bruno can be on his day though, can cause problems. Like he can do it.
Yeah, he can put it on a plate, but who's gonna finish?
Yeah. I don't know, but then we got the thing is right. Our back line isn't as bad as what people say it is. I know it's crazy, but we haven't like been crazily bad at the back. It's just been the odd occasion where we've made a mistake through whoever. But I think the back line, I'm actually quietly confident. But the problem is though, I'm just worried about how when Mamouche, Doku, and Savio, if they start doing their thing, I think
they were all moving the other night. Like Doku was on the left, then he came inside, and then Grealish ended up on the left, and Doku was in the middle.
There you go.
Julio came over to the left, and he went on the right. And I thought this is a bit mad, but I feel like it's not organized chaos; it's disorganized chaos, and sometimes chaos works because players who've been told to do this, and the other haven't got a clue who they're supposed to be marking. So Mamouche is dangerous, and he's still finding his feet. Don't get me wrong, we've been playing with Haaland. He's been playing behind. The other night he played as the main man. I feel like he'll drop deep for the ball. He's not going to want to start fighting. Like Haaland will fight with the centre-backs and that.
We got some breaking news.
Go on.
City Extra have just put in De Bruyne is leaving Manchester City this summer.
Yeah, well, it's...
wow.
That's probably been expected. His contract's up,
Yeah.
End of the season up. I thought he had one more year.
No, he's end of the season.
And what? There's no offer for an extension, like a year.
No.
He's put a statement. Oh, damn. It's got a statement, bro. Damn.
Yeah,
so let me just get this on it right. Imagine, I was like ready to wrap up and get our predictions, yo. This is put a spanner in the works, man. What the flip, yo? Let me just get this in proper. This is like we were talking about now. He goes here, dear Manchester, seeing this, you probably realize where this is heading. So I'll get straight to it and let you know that these will be my final months as a Man City player. Nothing about this is easy to write, but as a football player, we all know this day eventually comes. The day is here, and you all deserve to hear it from me first. Football led me to all of you, and this city. Chasing my dream and not knowing this period would change my life. This city, this club, these people gave me everything. I had no choice but to give everything back. And guess what? We won everything. Whether we like it or not, it's time to say goodbye. Surrey, Rome, Mason, Michelle, and I are beautiful, grateful what this has meant to our family. Manchester will forever be on our kids' passport, and most importantly, each of our hearts. This will always be our home. We cannot thank the city, club, staff, teammates, friends, and family enough for this 10-year ride. Every story comes to an end, but this definitely has been the best chapter. Let's enjoy these moments together. Wow, we're just talking about it there, man. And
yeah, it's pretty emotional, mate. To think that, but
end of an era, man. I can't lie to you. One of the best midfielders the Premier League's ever seen, for me personally, anyway.
Yeah, he's brilliant. He's been brilliant. There has been a slight drop off this year. He has looked a little bit struggled with a bit of form, etc. But he deserves it, mate. He came to Manchester. They said he was a flop from Wolfsburg. He's won everything you can possibly win. Everything. Yeah. And he leaves after 10 years as, like you say, one of the best Premier League midfielders of all time. So I wish him well. The City fans will get behind him now. That's a big boost for Sunday because if he plays, the City end will be right behind him and that. And yeah, man, it's sad. But listen, we've seen it all before. Aguero's, Yaya Touré's, David Silva's, it all happens. It comes to an end. And us as fans, we always think, let's give him one more year, you know what I mean? But the club got to make these tough decisions. And listen, I just wish him all the best, man.
Yeah. I can't lie, bro. That's. I think for me, they had to always replace him. Now it's about I think it gives Man City a bit of time now to be like, you know what? let's find this replacement.
They'll have his replacement already
I
done.
reckon for me, it'll be Florian Wirtz.
That's the one I think we're going for, Wirtz. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow, there you go, man. End of an era, man. That's crazy, man. You know what I mean? And obviously, it'll be Kyle Walker as well. I think there's a couple now that are going to be leaving, man. That spine that you had and that kind of that team that you had, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So, yeah, man. City fans, De Bruyne is on his way out, man. Troopz, who you got, bro? This weekend,
Everton away.
Everton away. Yeah, you should beat them, bro. Then again, it's don't know, man. It's one of them, like I don't know, but I think you should do the job, man.
1-1.
You know what? Because is it 12:30 kickoff though?
Yeah.
And you know what? Everton did well, you know, against Liverpool. I think for me, that Beto guy should have done better. What are you saying, Steve? Everton, Arsenal.
He's a bit emotional, blood. I bet I can see.
No.
He's talking to his man. Them like, yo, bruv, where are you, man? Right now, we need to go pub.
If I was drinking, mate, I'd be on the whiskey now, but I'm not.
Hey,
so
me,
I'm on the rivals' tears, Saeed's tears. So
yeah. I was gonna say, man.
Nah, man. I think Arsenal beat Everton. I do. Beto the other night, he fucking let the team down there, man. He should have buried Liverpool, but Arsenal just got to have a strong end to the season. Just got to keep going. And like you say, they know what they need to do in the summer. And I think next season's going to be a mad one. And like you say, this news coming out now with De Bruyne, it's like it's just another part of the jigsaw that needs replacing. So we got a massive operation going on next summer. We got a lot of positions and players we need to change, and we just got to make sure it runs as smooth as possible. And I don't think you can replace Kevin De Bruyne just like that. So it's got to be someone special to fill them boots for me.
Yeah, facts, man. But listen, man, it's been a sick video, man. Sick, collab. Steve, man, nice one for coming on, man, and giving.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Make sure you follow up Steve, man, people on the socials at Big Steve MCFC. Troopz, man, always a pleasure, man. You know the ones there.
Come on, you know what it is.
Yeah, there you go, man. People, make sure you follow Troopz. You know where to find him, Troopz TV. Make sure you like the video on your way out, man. And like I said, big derby weekend, man. And let's see who runs Manchester and who will be having the rivals' tears. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. And peace. There you go. Steve will be drinking that. Say that.